Hello, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, the former head of one of America's biggest nuclear power construction programs has admitted to illegally sending money to Iran. Masoud Bajestani served as a vice president of construction at TVA's Watts-Bar nuclear plant. Now he faces up to 5 years in prison, and he's agreed to forfeit the $600,000 he sent to Iran over 3 years. Bajestani's lawyer says the money was used to help his family and his elderly parents. But federal prosecutors say the money transfers violated U.S. sanctions after Iran refused to suspend its nuclear program. Bajestani will be sentenced in federal court in January. 2 former Tennessee Vols have sued the NCAA over head injuries. The lawsuit claims the association knew about but ignored the long-term damage possible from repeated head injuries. The claim says the damage includes early-onset Alzheimer's, depression, memory loss, and even personality changes. The lawsuit was filed in Chattanooga by former defensive ends Chris Walker and Ben Martin, plus a former North Carolina State player. It comes just 1 week after the NFL agreed to pay $750 million to settle similar claims from professional football players. The mother of an inmate killed at Hays State Prison wants officials held accountable for ignoring the security crisis attorneys say led to her son's death. Rhonda McClain is filing a lawsuit against 8 top officials, from State Commissioner Brian Owens to former Warden Clay Tatum. It also includes the 2 guards on shift when 27-year-old Damian McClain was killed on Christmas night. The lawsuit says prison officials contributed to the increase in violence, stating supervisors were aware for 5 years that cell doors could be unlocked with only a scrap of toilet paper, and that they warned inmates before searches for contraband weapons. Damian McClain was found stabbed, strangled, and beaten at the prison. He was one of 4 inmate deaths in just 2 months. The Chattanooga Ironman competition sold out in 3 minutes. Registration for the triathlon opened at noon yesterday. Just minutes later, CEO Andrew Messick posted a tweet about the sellout. More than 2,000 athletes are expected to compete here when the competition begins next September. A local pastor and his son were rebuked during a recent city council meeting. Charlie Wysong and his son Daniel were ordered to sit down after they referred to gay rights as sodomy and called a councilman's plans for same-sex benefits, quote, evil and wicked. Wysong argued that the council was trying to shut down free speech, but members said they wouldn't tolerate derogatory language in City Hall. Chattanooga's newest park opens this weekend. Stringer's Ridge, which offers one of the best views of the city, was almost developed for condos in 2008. But after public outcry, the land has been turned into a 100-acre park with 8 miles of biking, hiking, and running trails. The project cost $2.6 million, but there's no sidewalks or lighting structures, and officials say the untouched urban forest is meant to be that way. The opening ceremony is 10:30 Saturday morning at the Spears Road entrance. Finally, 2 Chattanooga police officers' quick CPR saved a baby's life. Josh May and Clayton Holmes sped to the scene of an unresponsive 9-month-old boy. When they entered the house, a baby was lying on the couch motionless. After several minutes of chest compressions, he started breathing again and smiled. The officers recommend every parent learn how to do CPR. Turning to weather, today will be sunny with a high near 88 degrees. The low tonight will be around 64. That's our newscast for today. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.